Hey guys, it's me Bruce, and this is GouramiKing. So welcome to my new channel, where I do most of everything about my fish aquarium hobby, and definitely looking forward to starting a new channel with you guys, see how everything works out, and let's see how this all evolves. So welcome to my channel, GouramiKing. This is officially my new aquascaping hobby. Hopefully this goes out really well, and I'm welcoming you to my new adventure here. So welcome guys, welcome fans, everybody. So here are my tanks. So here I have the 3-gallon shrimp tank. It's a Dennerlin nano tank, and it's looking pretty awesome. So luckily today we have the blue fantasy shrimp out. So there he is right there, having a peek, maybe a little nibble of the food that's left out there. He's dwelling with the hair grass there that was planted. So yes, most of my aquariums are all planted aquariums because I know for a fact that these are plants in general, all plants in general are good for in tanks more than in plastic or anything else that are offered in stores. Often I'll go for the natural look of tanks, aquascaping mode of it and everything, because I believe it's more aesthetically pleasing to the human eye, and with plants it's beneficial to organisms as well because they provide oxygen, they take in toxins or anything that's bad in the water, and they bring back and balance out the water parameters and everything else. So here it's the Dennerlin shrimp nano tank. I got this tank at a shrimp contest that was done in the Reefapalooza event. No, it was Reefapalooza 2019 last summer in Secaucus, New Jersey, where they were doing a shrimp contest with Chris Lookout, and that's how I had the opportunity to get the tank because they were offering it as a very low price rather than having it bought full on price as a completely new tank. But this, since it was barely used, only like 2 days for the contest that was done, it was pretty worth it. So I took the chance and bought the tank at a pretty good price. It came in with the light, the filter, the glass top, and the soil, which was given by Chris Luca himself. He gave me a signed bag, but it was pretty cool. So there you have it. So this Dennerlin nano tank is like sitting in my bookshelf next to my office here. That is pretty well, good view there. Pretty pleasant, pretty peaceful to have there. Pretty cool. It was a pretty good idea to have it there too, because at first I had no place for it, but then I thought like, hey, why not put it in a bookcase, because it looks pretty good there too, and it's very well pleasing. Gives you enthusiasm to work better with biological items. So there's that. And here's my first tank that I ever had, that I ever started with my aquarium hobby, which is this 29-gallon high Gourami tank. I call it Gourami tank because it hosts 2 of my special honey gold gouramis, which they have very special, unique personalities, but they're pretty cool fish. Here I got neon tetras here, harlequin resvoras. Earlier today I saw the hill stream loach always poking around on the walls or the rock. Oh, there he is, right there. We go. There he's at. I could barely go in there. Not sure if my phone captured at this form. Yep, there you go. He's a pretty chunky little dude, but he's pretty awesome. I've always thought you would need like a really rushed out, like rushing water sense for the hill stream loach, but I figured that with the filter at a high power and with some riverstone, I feel like it's a suitable habitat for him. So yeah. So yes, like I said, this is also a aquascape tank. Most of it, it's having a bit of a algae problem right now, but it's not so bad. I think that when you dose it well with fertilizers and with proper lighting, it kind of balances out, and the more ferts you add in, the more the plants have a chance to use those nutrients to actually grow out and reestablish themselves, making way more for themselves than the algae. Because one time I let go of the algae just to test out if the algae, I was letting go of the fertilizer, and with the fertilizer that was not being dosed properly or not dosed at all, I felt like that was providing the algae before, because since way back I was having algae problems, but algae gotten worse actually. So I start dosing again with fertilizers. I'm using CChem fertilizer, which is I think it's right here. CChem Flourish XL, which is a pretty good supplement for CO2. By the way, I'm not sponsored by these products or by these company names, but they're really good stuff that I use. Yeah, so while dosing it, the plants are actually starting to reestablish themselves, and the algae is starting to deplete little by little. Oh, there you go. Both of my beautiful honey gold gouramis. I just love gouramis so much. Their coloration, their personalities, their peacefulness, the way they just move around. They're like saltwater fish, but that's how pretty cool they are. They're really bright coloration. I used to have also flame dwarf gouramis, and blue powder dwarf gouramis themselves, and overall just gouramis are just so colorful, so beautiful. Like, I know cichlids are also beautiful as well and really colorful. Just I find gouramis like that other fish that is not as an aggressive fish, and you can easily put in like a centerpiece fish. But look at this guy, my guy. He is so cool. They're both males, by the way. They kind of divided the tank in two places. Like, he's now on this side. One is on the right side, and the other one is usually on the left side. Both usually up in the corners, near the filters or the heaters. I would think they would need like a floating type of plant. I guess just because they give them the chance to feel more relaxed instead of being cornered up there in the corners. So I feel like with a plant that would be like a floating plant, like small, like duckweed or something like that, I would have to purchase that later. But I think that would better off make them more relaxed in the tank and more swimming around instead of hiding in the crannies and everything, because I really want them to be out more. So I think just that would definitely help them out. But anyways, look at the Hillstream Loach. I was debating whether to get a Pleco or a Hillstream Loach, but I was looking more forward to the Hillstream Loach because the way they move around, the way they flow, is just so mesmerizing. It's like a miniature stingray. Anyways, so that's one of my tanks. So expanding my room. So yeah, this used to be a quarantine tank. This is a 10-gallon tank. This used to be a quarantine tank, but now it's a display tank because I'm not that kind of guy who would like to keep bare bottom tanks just to like quarantine a fish or anything like that. I know I'm going off a bit off the rules of having a quarantine tank itself, so I just went on, got ahead, and like, you know what? I just let my mind free. So I just started aquascaping this tank with plants, rocks, and everything. And I really want to start like a new home for new fish. Right now, it's quarantining that blue neon tetra, which is having a bit of dropsy there. But other than that, he's getting better. I just need to maybe one more week of dosing, and he'll definitely go back to the original tank. Original tank, I mean the tank, the larger tank that I have, which is probably the basis of my new video that came out, because this new video that I'm making right now, because I definitely want to show you something, guys, right now, because I'm so excited this year, because this year I finally had the way to finally start my dreams of having an official aquarium channel with you guys out there, and definitely want to have new adventures and new experiences with tanks. So overall, here's my tanks. Let me show you more. I just can't wait. So the next part of my hobby is just right upstairs. So I'm living in an apartment right now, and the person who lived previously upstairs above our apartment that we originally lived actually moved out. So he definitely offered up a new opportunity to like actually maybe find someone or anything to occupy upstairs. And the thing was, I took up that chance. I'm like, you know what? This is clearly a nice way to start off aquarium hobby, or definitely possibly a career. So I've agreed and accepted. So welcome to my potentially new aquarium grounds. It's actually an upstairs second floor above my original apartment, which I have more when I just started to move in actually. So I can't wait for more stuff. Oh yeah, that's the bathroom, but I'm using that for like maintenance and stuff. So there you go. Look at it, guys. New space, new ideas, more stuff to do. So here right now I have the betta tank, which I already used to have. He was downstairs in the living room, but with the new space coming in and making everything happen here, I just couldn't wait. I just had to bring this guy up here and start making a new way to go for this new aquarium hobby. So this is my betta fish tank. This is like an 8-gallon tank, 8-gallon nano cube. And here housing it is my betta fish, my half moon betta fish, which his name, what we call him, is Bethanos. Like betta, Thanos, get it? Well, I know it's a bit corny, but Bethanos, but he is pretty awesome. Look at this coloration. It's so cool. And it's so easy to maintain too. The way this tank looks, the edge of it. I've always wanted to have a rimless tank. So I couldn't, it's so hard to find rimless tanks around stores, like for some reason. So I had to go off into New York, around New York City, and actually travel to Brooklyn. And that's where I found out that they actually sold rimless aquariums. So actually this is like a custom made aquarium. So they would actually make it in their own store. Like they had a basement. Well, not really a basement. It's like a, yeah, you can call it a basement, but it was like a workplace that they brought in shipment and stuff like that. And they were making these custom aquariums, like custom rimless aquariums with different sizes. And the cube sizes, I've always wanted to have a cube. So definitely the dimensions were awesome. I know since it's not like an official professional tank, they definitely went out their way and actually did an awesome job. It might have like some edges or some little flaws here and there, but it's definitely giving the effect of a rimless tank. Usually rimless tanks will go like really pricey, but this was like a good deal. I don't remember the price for it, but definitely bought it at a good price. I know that for a fact. Living happily here in this Aquascape tank. So here, I definitely want to have more tanks here, of course. Maybe move, I'm not sure, you guys tell me about it, but I'll definitely think about, or with your guys' insight, if I should bring more of my tanks downstairs from my room to upstairs here, make it more of an official aquarium place. But at the same time, I definitely want to add like a saltwater aquarium, like right here, or I know not next to the window because of course algae problems, but definitely a saltwater tank. Maybe like a long 20-gallon, 30-gallon, or like those like cubic nano tank ones, or those large 30, 40-gallon saltwater. But I definitely want to start with a saltwater tank. I've never started one before, but definitely up for the challenge. But look at all this space. So much for more ideas. My God, can't wait. But that's for the next video. See how much I will put into this small space or living room. Well, from the camera here, it looks a bit small, but physically here, it's all wide open. So yeah, some of the stuff is just moving in. That's some water that I just made right now. That's a towel here, battery packs. But here, before I know I was talking about a larger tank for those from that blue neon tetra that came back in from quarantine. Well, this is the 45-gallon high tank. Oh boy, this is the largest tank I got. So it's all freshwater aquascaped. It's got hatchet fish, silver hatchet fish, the blue neon tetra, which are right here, and they're right there. Rummy nose tetras. I know we can find somewhere the cherry barbs right between. Yeah, there's like a little space back there. But man, oh man, look at this tank. it's just massive for me. And when I'm doing water changes, it just takes a while. But I definitely try to like work around it and see what other ways to better manage it. But look at the way it goes. Trying to film the best angles possible because man, just I can't. This is like the best of my work so far. This is like my youngest tank so far. Yeah, out of all the tanks, this is the newest I've got. I got this like around Black Friday of 2 years. Last year? No, it was the year before that. Yeah, the year before that. So it's like 2 years so far. But I definitely kept changing aquascaping styles and everything because it just didn't fit for some of the styles. So I'm definitely sticking to this format. But other than that, oh yeah, somewhere around there is my bristlenose pleco. That's where I got the pleco. He is getting chunky somewhere. He's a big fish. I know we can find it. If not, he's somewhere snuck in the rock or in the plants. Not sure where. He'll come out eventually. And here's my autosynclus. I have 2 autosyncluses in here. But this tank is looking awesome so far. I like how the plants are growing in, the way the water's cleared out nicely, the fish behavior, everything is just perfect right now, so far. For me, consistently, I don't stick to one aquascape. Well, I don't and I do. When I do an aquascape, I tend to like do the best I can to fit my vision and everything else when I do an aquascape. But when I do an aquascape, I always think about the future, or sometimes it won't fit and it does fit, and for that moment it looks really well and I just leave it. But then after a month or two, I get bored of it. But if it's a really great and definitely a well put aquascape like this one, for example, I'm definitely planning to leave it here longer, like as it is, and see how it goes. Definitely for more plant establishment or anything like that. Because I definitely want to see how this goes because I'm definitely liking it so far. So I don't think I'm planning to take it down and start it over again anytime soon. Let's see what's going to happen. But other than that, very proud of this tank. So yep, just like the other room from this new apartment I just got, I have this whole bedroom that I could use. Definitely that's like a studio right there, but it's got like buckets and rock and some stuff there. But definitely want to clean that out. But here I got a lot of space here because there's plugs there and everything, and I feel like something should go along with it. I'm not sure if all my tanks should be up here or just leave one on there, but definitely thinking about more ideas here. Maybe a saltwater tank here or more freshwater. I don't know, maybe if you guys have any ideas, just comment down in the comment section below and I'll see what you guys think. But other than that, loving how this is going so far. So much room, so much potential. So yeah, this is the kitchen. Maybe I could fit an aquarium there. Let me just turn the lights on here. Yep, definitely fit an aquarium there, maybe, possibly. I know I'm gonna remove this table because this table is not really mine, but it's just unstable. It just looks bad. But maybe furnish it with another table or an aquarium. I don't know. A lot of things can happen here. But I know I saw stuff about putting maybe a small aquarium there in the counter or over there maybe. But definitely so much ideas. Anyway, guys, definitely looking forward to this adventure. New ideas, new potential. But it's looking pretty awesome so far. So here on out, hope this all goes well. More stuff to go. Definitely more aquascapes, more cool stuff. I'm so excited. So see you around, guys. GouramiKing here. I'm out.